Welcome to our channel. In the last sessions, we discussed different ways of representing the knowledge, like first order logic and semantic nets. Then, why we are moving to one more knowledge representation frames. The main reason of our frame is the frame is a data structure that is used to represent stereotypical knowledge about the objects or any real world situations. So one more advantage of using frame is it is almost similar to an object in object oriented programming. So this frame representation simply offers a method to organize the details about the objects or events or concepts in a predefined templates, that is frames. So one example, assume car is a frame. Now a frame consists of, in the object oriented term, what is an object? You know that one, an instance. It consists of some properties and values. So here the properties or attributes are called slots and the values are called fillers. Suppose if car is the frame, what are the slots? A car can have color, model, making, year, different company name, etc. Now coming to fillers, the values that are used, suppose the color is red, the model is some model X, make is the company name, year is this one. This is the way, by using this one, it is very easy to understand the representation of knowledge. Now, what are the components that are used for representing a frame? Mainly four components. The first one is slot. You know that one. Slots are attributes or properties of a frame. That is, they represent different characteristics of the frame concept. For example, if the frame is a person, what are the characteristics of a person? Name, age, occupation, address. Clear? That is slots. Next, each frame consists of facets. Facets means it provides the additional details or constraints to the slots. What are the additional details? For example, age. So age is one slot. Suppose age slot is there here. Now what are the additional details? The type of the age. Suppose it is an integer. The range of age. For example, person age is from 0 to 120. And some conditional default values are also provided. Now obviously the third column is default values. Suppose if you are not to provide any predefined values, automatically it takes some default values. For example, age, the default value I given is 30. That is, while taking the slot age, if I am not providing any value, the system automatically takes a default value as 30. These three are the main important. Along with one more component is there, that is the procedures. You know that one. Procedures are simply functions or a methods that are attached to the slots. They specify how the information within the frame is processed. For example, my frame is account. My frame is account. We have a procedure calculate interest. What is this one? This is a method which computes the interest based on the account balance. This is the frame. These are the main components that you need to mention while defining a frame. Now I will explain with one example. Example frame is book. Understand? The name is book. What are the slots, that is attributes or characteristics? Title, author, publication year, ISBN, genre. These are some characteristics of the book. What are the facets? Facets means some additional constraints. For example, here the publication year. What is the constraint? Must be an integer. It is starting from 1950 to current year only. So the ISBN, the format is only 13 digits. Now, third one is the default. For example, in which genre you don't know, the default value is unknown. What is the default language? English. Now, procedures. For example, check availability. We are checking if the book is available or not. Update record. Check whether the book is available. We are borrowing the book or return the book, whatever it is. These are some of the procedures. So observe, If you see this screen, it is very clearly identified. So book consists of these information. These are the properties. These are the operations that are performed in a book. By using this is the best way of representing the knowledge book. Now, what are the strength and weakness? Obviously, it is in a structured manner. So, human like representation, it supports inheritance. Anyway, I will explain the concept of inheritance later. And easy to visualize. If you seeing this, it is very easy to visualize and easy to modify. But what are the weaknesses? It may cause ambiguity. Harder to implement the formal interference, limited scalability. For example, if we have more number of attributes, a more number of default values, it is very difficult to implement. Now, for these frames, it is possible to apply the concept of inheritance. You know the meaning of inheritance. What is mean by inheritance? So it is also a knowledge representation. So the parent system have some attributes. Obviously, the child inherit the properties from the parents. This is called inheritance. Yes. Now, what are the main components? A parent frame, that is the frame that have general features. The child frame, the frame which inherits the features. Hierarchical representation, represented in a tree format. Overriding means the child frame can override the properties of the parent, or the child frame can add the new features also. This is the way how the frames are working. See this one. First, we are defining the parent frame. That is, create a general frame with common attributes. For example, vehicle is the parent. Here I have some common attributes: make, model, year only. And then you need to create a child frame with more specific. Suppose here I am creating vehicle. One child is car. Suppose one child is a truck. Suppose one child is bus. Like this, I am creating a child frames with specific number of, with specific type. Use inherited attributes. Obviously, the child can inherit the parent attributes. Along with it can create a new slots if it required, or it can modify the existing. Obviously, whatever we know the properties of object oriented programming inheritance, the same thing is applied. Here I will explain with an example. The parent frame is library item. Assume it has the attributes title, author, publication year. Now I am creating one child frame. The name is book. Obviously, it inherits the title, author, publication year from the parent. Now, book adds some another slots, that is ISBN and general. Now, child frame 2, magazine. So obviously it also inherits these properties from the parent, and it adds issue number and publisher. Now here from this, what is the inference we are getting? Book and magazine share the common properties, but they have some specializations also there. This is the concept of inheritance. Now if you understand, frames organize the complex knowledge into structured templates. They combine the data and procedures. They support default reasonings and symbolic knowledge representation. Clear? Breaks make the knowledge organized, reusable, and closer to human thinking. This is the concept of frames. Thank you.